Hello there and welcome to a new lesson. This is How Beyond Numbers, where we learn maths the easy way. In this video or in this lesson, we are learning how to convert recurring decimals into what? Common fractions. So without much I say or do, let's quickly go into it. When we talk of recurring decimals, you have decimals such as 0.252525, and it goes on and on and on. The same thing repeats. 0.3333, and it repeats again. You get it? So when we want to convert these type of decimals into what? Common fractions, we apply a little bit of algebra. Unlike our previous lesson where we just said you have to count the number of decimal places you have and then you just write the number over what have you 1 over a number of zeros. This one isn't like that. You apply a little bit algebra. So let's see how we do that with the help of some examples. So in this first example here, we have convert 0.3. You see the sign here, it means it is repeating. So we have to convert 0.3333 into what? Fraction. Now 0.3, as I said, this sign here simply means it is a repeating what? Decimal. It goes on and on and on, or recurring decimal. So what we want to do is now look out for the number of digits that are repeating continuously. You see, so luckily this one, it is just one digit that keeps repeating. You get it? So since it is one digit that keeps repeating, we say that let x be equal to this whole decimal over here. So 0.333. You see, then we said it is just one digit that is repeating. So if it is one digit that is repeating, multiply both sides by 10. If it is two digits that are repeating, you multiply both sides by 100. You see, if it is three digits, multiply by what? 1,000. So what you are going to multiply by depends on the number of digits that are repeating. And in this case, it is just one. So let's multiply both sides by 10 so that it becomes 10 times x. Then another 10 times 0.333, and 10 times x is already 10x, as I have written there. So we have 10x is equal to, if you multiply 10 by 0.333, we will get a 3.333. You see, still with this one repeating. You get it? Okay. Now what we now want to do is our initial equation, this one here, and then this. We are going to subtract this one from this over here. You see, what do I mean by that? So what I mean is, after you multiplied the fraction, the equation you have, which was 10x is equal to 3.33 going right, you say minus the first one, this one here, where you said the x should be the decimal. So x is equal to 0.333. Get it? So we are coming to subtract. And subtracting, you realize that 3 minus 3, that is from this side. This 3 minus this 3 is going to give us a 0. So 0, this also gives us 0, and then 0. Then we have 3 minus 0. Don't forget your decimal point. So your decimal point comes here, then you have a 3. Then this time around, you have 10x minus x. 10x minus x. And that gives us a 9x. So if you want to simplify this further, you have gotten 9x is equal to 3.000 is still 3. Now let's make x our subject. We divide both sides by what? 9. And dividing both sides by 9, we have our x being equal to 3 over 9. This here can be simplified further to give us x is equal to 1 over 3. You see, and you realize that if you have to convert 1 over 3 again into decimal, you are going to get to this 3.333, right? So simply put, if we want to convert a recurring decimal into a fraction, take note of your recurring decimal. You see, then you say let an x or any variable at all be what? The recurring decimal. Then depending on the number of digits that are recurring, this one here has just three is just one digit that keeps recurring. 3 is repeating itself. So then we have a 1, then times just 1 0. You get it? Then you evaluate that to give you what you have over here. Now, after your evaluation, whatever you get, you subtract the initial equation you use. That is where you said we should let x be. That is what I have done over here. Then whatever you get, you now make sure you make your x the subject, as we have done over here. So let's solve some few examples just to establish our understanding. Okay, so as you can see in our next example here, we have to convert 0.2727, which occurs, to fraction. Now, how do we go about it? Our solution. So we start by saying let x be equal to 0.2727, which recurs. You see, then we look at the number of digits that are repeating. It is 2 digits that are repeating, the 27. So what we do is we multiply both sides by what? 100. 100 has 2 zeros, and it's 2 digits that are repeating. So we say 100 times x is equal to 100 times your 0.2727, which repeats. 100 times x gives us 100x. So you put that down, and then 100 times this is going to bring out what? 27 to become a whole number. So that I have 27.2727, which recurs. The whole idea of this multiplication is we want to make sure one set of the recurring decimal will become a whole number. So like the first one, we made sure one set of the recurring decimal, which in this case it was 3, we made it become a whole number. This time around it is 27. So we make that a whole number. Then this here and then this one over here, we subtract this from that. And what do I mean by that? We have 100x, which is equal to 27.2727, minus the first one, the first equation we wrote out, which was x is equal to 0.2727, which recurs. You see, now let's do our subtraction. So you have 7 minus 7, that gives us a 0. 2 minus 2 gives us a 0. 7 minus 7 gives us a 0. 2 minus 2 gives us a 0. You realize that anytime you are working out, you just ignore all these because they will give you 0. Then 27 minus 0, that gives you your 27, is equal to 100x minus x will give us a 99. You see, x. Then now this is our new equation. So in that case, we have 99x being equal to 27. So if you want to make x the subject, what we are going to do is we are going to divide both sides by 99. And if we divide both sides by 99, we have 99 taking out 99, then our x being equal to a 27 over 99. Now we know 27 and then 99 have 3 in common as their common factor. So 3 divides 27 to give us 9, and 3 divides 99 to give us 33. You see, so it simply means that the fraction, which was 0, the decimal, which was 0.2727, which recurs, is equal to 9 over what? 33. As simple as that. So this is how far this video or this lesson is going to be. Now I'll give some trial work just to test your understanding. These are some questions you can try here to test your understanding. Now I do expect you to be able to solve the first three. For the last one here, it will be a little challenging, and let me give you some tips. So first of all, you let this be your x. First, multiply it by 10 to get this number away from your recurring decimals, because the 7 doesn't recur. You see, if you're able to do that, then you start the whole process of what I have taught you. If there's any issue of concern, especially concerning that question, you can let me know at the comment section and I'll address that. This is how beyond numbers where we learn maths the easy way. I do hope this lesson video was helpful. If it was, you can always choose to subscribe so that anytime I release a video, you'll be notified as well. Do stay safe, stay blessed. Happy learning. Bye.